the United States, and I had a little bit of time before I need to start working, so I figured we would pick up where we left off last night with our Brindleton Conservancy. So you can watch the video from last night to get caught up, but basically I had already let's jump into the I had already completed the buildings for the most part as what was intended to be a speed build video, but my video did not end up going very well. So I just kind of built them, and then we kind of picked up the string from there. So yesterday we did the exterior work on the house, which I think I might still do I might redo something with the roof. Not 100% sure. And we ended up putting together a cute little farm building with a little teeny wedding venue. So, I thought it ended up being super cute. I think the Christmas lights from the holiday pack give it a cool little romantic vibe, especially in the evening. So, I'm still, if you're watching this, I'm still just kind of fumbling around. So forgive me for that. But I kind of, jump here and there. But like I said, since I had a little bit of time, I figured maybe we'll start working on the actual farmhouse. Which, speaking of which, I don't know if this is where the buildings are going to end up. This is inspired by a 232-acre nature conservancy in central Maryland, and obviously we don't have 232 acres to play around with, so I figured I'd put it on like a coastal lot. So you don't get the acreage, you get the beautiful view of the water, you get swimming pool trees, you get the lighthouse in the background. But I think I may end up switching the barn and the farmhouse. Put the farmhouse closer to the front because I figured it's meant to represent like 100, 200 year old house, and I figured it would probably be closer to the road. They wouldn't have this like huge plaza at the time, but even if it was like a little winding road, it would probably be closer to that. And I'll put the actual barn like closer to the back. Let me show you guys a little bit of the inspiration for this. So this is what the main building itself looks like in real life. This is the reception hall that's inside, and there's a bunch of little outbuildings on this lot. But I figured we try to, at the very least, we try to recreate the barn, which we're not 100% there, but we're not too far off. I was saying yesterday, I wish we had like outdoor benches like this without backs because I would have used those for wedding seating instead of actual chairs. And we had the historic farmhouse, which I know mine doesn't look exactly like that. It's not going to. Like I said, I'm drawing inspiration. I'm not trying to copy it square foot by square foot. But anyway, we have our little farmhouse, which again I might move, but I think I can still decorate in the meantime. So we might as well go ahead and get started. I think the first thing I'm going to do is change the roof line a bit. I don't think we necessarily need it to go all the way back here. Um, yeah, I think that looks okay. I mentioned I thought we had finished doing the outside yesterday. I didn't realize I forgot to do this little alcove right here. So, and I made a big deal about adding a back porch, but then I didn't add a back door to go with that back porch. So let's do another exterior door with multi-pane. So right at this point, I think the exterior is mostly done. Give it one little quick glance just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, we do have our little. Oh, forgot to paint one of the part of the interior of our little fireplace setup. I missed out quite a bit of stuff yesterday. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's late. It was late, so that's my excuse. Well, it wasn't super late. It was like 9:30 at night, but I'm I'll just say it's late. We'll just go with that. Great. So I think we got the exterior all done now. So now we'll do the interior. Put full walls up for now. One thing I will do is I will put some lighting in here now. I don't know if I'll stick with this, but although I would imagine still modernization, but I do like being able to see what I'm doing, and I figure if anyone's watching this, they would probably appreciate being able to see what's going on inside as well. So I'll just put some temporary lighting up, and we'll figure out what to do. So yes. So I think to start, I'll probably put in a stairwell. Usually, the older historical homes they typically have like the stairs right near the front entrance. So I think we'll go ahead and just kind of keep that vibe going. And excuse me. And the treadworthy stairway seems to always be a pretty good hit in this for pretty good thing there. I think we will add a railing. I will do we'll do a spindle railing. We'll keep it in white though. And yeah, I think I'll leave it open. I think that could be kind of cool. So then I would envision this being maybe this being like the living room area. I wonder if I want to change the walls around. I think I might. So I should give myself a bit of a clean here. So I'll just remove the walls. I said maybe that one. I mean that one makes sense to keep the stairs are, but I think the kitchen will be back here. We will do yeah, so maybe at like the kitchen maybe, and then this can be that can be a small bathroom. And this will be kind of a dining room area. And since this is an older house, it's mostly closed off. So our dining room, and then have a little. Yeah, I think that might work. I don't know if they were big on. Let me try this. Let's see if I like this better. No, I think I'll keep the diagonal walls as is for now. So we have it's our little entrance area, which is actually a pretty big entrance area, but we put like a chair or something in here. Have our living room, have our dining room area, have our kitchen, and have a small bath. So I think we can kind of work with that. Let's go ahead and put some flooring down, some older. Bigger hardwood flooring most everywhere. I might do tile in the kitchen, and I'll probably do tile in the bathroom, but or linoleum. Figure it's an older house, so I'm not a huge. I don't like linoleum in general, but sometimes it kind of fits the vibe. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of any of the stuff that's here. So maybe we'll just do tile. Do eh. I mean, that probably fits the vibe. So maybe we'll just do the beige tile. I think I will leave the kitchen for though. I realize I just have two huge windows in the bathroom. We'll call this a half bath. So and we'll put some curtains up. But I was mentioning yesterday in the stream that I always regret it, but I always end up putting the windows first, and then I always end up having to move them because I don't like where it doesn't make sense as far as like the room placement goes. I might actually go ahead and remove this one because I realize I don't have it on this side, so we still have the one window in here. It isn't too bad. Um, this window slightly over though. Okay, so we have our floors, doorways in. Maybe do arched doorways. I think that's cool and traditional looking. Yeah. And cool. Oh, I mean a bathroom door. We'll do these two doors. 2 pounds. Okay, so do some walls. Do they have cozy? That could be kind of cute. That could be cute for like what's being used as like the living room. It's supposed to be, somewhat traditional. Um, um, Flower Child better. I think Flower Child's doing a little too much. There's actually quite a few pretty cool wallpaper things in here. I really like that one. Let's see if we can do like very light color, like maybe like a light blue or yellowish, creamish. I think that kind of works. Um, the same thing. The in the dining room, kitchen. I'm not sure. Let's see what we have as far as like wood panel. I think that's too gaudy, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should do the wainscoting in the dining room as well. We'll try that and see how that works. Maybe do the same in here now. So this is all subject to change, but I think we'll do the what's it, the wainscoting, wainscoting, whatever they call it, the lower panels, and we'll have the wallpaper in the actual like living room type area. We'll put a fireplace in because I actually, traditional home I would think would have a fireplace, and then do we have any good fireplaces? I think that'll do. Doesn't make sense in the context of the placement of the chimney, so maybe we will move the chimney over a little bit. It makes sense. I mean, it's going to work either way, but as far as, actually looking at a house, I'm not sure it makes sense to have the chimney like so far off, especially if we do have a fireplace. Um, all houses with chimneys have fireplaces, obviously, but we do. Ours does, so we. There we go. All right. It, yeah, I think that works. Okay. So we have our fireplace. We have our living room. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the kitchen. Um, Figure this will be inspired by an older style kitchen, but it will have maybe add at least a few modern amenities. So at the very least, we'll probably have a fridge, which I would imagine a house like this wouldn't originally have a fridge, so we'll just kind of stick it in like a weird corner. So maybe we'll do the icebox vent. Yep, because I don't know if they necessarily had the concept of the triangle. I don't know if where you have like your refrigerator, your stove, and your sink all form like a triangle. It's supposed to be like the best working area. So, what kind of counters, cabinets do we want? I think a tall order is probably a safe bet. S cargo. Versus, yeah, I think I'll do the S cargo. So it will keep it as white. Yeah, it's gonna be a tight kitchen, but they didn't have huge spacious layouts in the early 19th or 18th century. Some end caps on here. Oh, one thing I forgot. Excuse me. One thing I forgot to do. I always forget to do this when I start back up, and then I frustrated that stuff won't go where I want it to go. But I don't know if I want to put that there anyway, just because it's kind of clipping with the door and it looks a little weird. So we won't have an end cap here, but maybe we'll go put one for. Yeah, I think that looks. I think that looks okay. Um, yeah, so we'll have a stove. I should put the stove over there. About it. Our wood burning stove. Definitely put a vent hood in here. I would assume that's something that had back then, especially if you are. I know typically like the way the vent hoods look all by themselves, so I will. Typically, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it here because I'm not sure if that's true to form, but what I'll typically do is I'll take a smaller vent hood, give a brief example, and I'll BB move objects into the cabinet. So not this one. Why I did that. Um, I'll move it into like one of the shorter cabinets so it kind of looks like it's sticking out underneath, and that's not perfect. Yeah, something like that because that's more true to form. It's got clipping, but usually I put a cabinet on the other side, so you're not going to see that as much. But since it can't, in my house, the microwave is above the stove, and you can't really have that here. So I figured most houses, at least a range hood, is below a lower cabinet. So try to keep that recreated somewhat. We'll do. Like insanely big, smaller. There we go. Maybe I will put a cabinet. We'll put it in a cabinet. An escargot cabinet we do. I'll stick that. Let's see, it's not perfect, but it's kind of hidden in there a little bit, which I thought would make it. I thought would make the most sense. Doesn't actually clip in there either, so that's kind of neat. So let's put a corner piece in. Put. I just realized I'm covering up my plate. There we go. And maybe with another corner. Other corner. Eh. I think we'll be actually. I might just do. I might just put. I like the open. I like the open look, but I also don't want this to. I don't want the upper cabinets to stick out further than the under cabinets. So, all right. So we got the window, kitchen sink. All right. As far as an old timey type kitchen, so we have our stove, we have our sink. That's a they have a less modern look. But I mean, I would assume that they would have made resorts. That kind of works. Okay. Um, see if we have like a hutch or something. But no, I think I was looking for like one of those like desks that have like the sort of like this maybe. That's huge though. Um, maybe something more like that. I don't know. They're also sticking out like crazy far, and I don't want to necessarily block the flow of traffic. So maybe we'll go back to the hut. I don't know why they call it for it, but something like that, just considerably smaller. Um, People do display dishes. Figure that kind of like a traditional look. Put a rug here. We'll do. Maybe. Eh. We'll go without the rug for now. We'll figure that out later. All right, so we have our kitchen. Our trash can. kind of try. We'll just stick with the classic work. So we have our old timey style kitchen. I don't anticipate anyone actually smoking here, but anyone actually smoking, anyone actually cooking in here. But I will put fire, a smoke detector in the safety for hide that. So we set this up as a park venue. I don't know if I'll keep it as a park venue, but at the time, at least for now, that probably makes the most sense. Figure it out, because it's a nature conservancy, but it's also meant to be like an event venue. So that could tick quite a few different boxes. Yeah. Anyway, let's do our more traditional looking dining room. And even for this room in particular, this house in particular, I should say, I don't envision anyone like still living here, because I figured this would be maybe treated as like historic property. But if someone's renting out the space, maybe they'll rent out the house as well to maybe have like a little event here, or maybe to get ready in here. So he probably are. But we got our table, fairly uneventful, fairly straightforward there, I should say. Put some art on the wall, maybe a rug underneath, but you don't need too much there. Um, for our sitting area, Victorian napper. Go okay there. See if they have different. I like that red. It's kind of like a bold choice. I figure someone might go for back then. Doesn't kind of clashes a bit with the wall, so maybe we'll do a more traditional beigey color. Yeah, I think that works for now. I do want to put like a little desk in here, so maybe that writing hutch might work out pretty well. See, I type hutch and different results come up every time, but maybe because I'm doing text results instead. So do the all-purpose desk. I figure that's a good traditional desk. Um, they have yeah, we'll figure just put another chair there. Maybe a bookshelf. Shelf over on that far side. Have a traditional. That's kind of cool. The one from Limerbrook or Making Magic expansion, whatever it's called. Cordelia. Yeah, I think Princess Cordelia the best fit there. You want to put a couple more chairs. See if they have a. I forget what this is called. Victorian. Maybe they have a Victorian chair. They do not, but that's alright. Okay, so comfort chair. Deep delight living chair. I think that could work. Yeah, I think we'll do deep delight if I don't see anything else in the next few seconds. We'll do deep delight. We'll allow this one to be kind of more bolder SMD. So it will make that a red chair. That's like, yeah. And it's also sitting like right now. We'll put it right there. Everyone's sitting in front of the fire. They're talking. They're kind of having fun. Um, I do want to put a couple small tables in, or at least add small table. I like the legs of this, but I just don't like the top of the table. I'm also not trying to. I mean, I'm calling out the packs, but um, I'm not making a big deal that if I'm using packs at this point. Um, I know, like, I'm trying not to use like the more like obscure ones, like maybe like the fitness pack or like Batu or something like that. But I figure most people at this point, this game's been out for several years now. Some of these packs are like 4 or 5 years old. I figure most people probably have at least more people who are actually like maybe watching in a stream because you're that into it. Maybe they probably have a lot more, at least a few more of the packs. So yeah, I don't know. I'm talking out my butt right now, so forgive me for that. But I like a candle, Roman candles, s'mores worthy candle. And maybe we'll go with that's that could be a cool touch to have there. You want to get rid of this light, and I'll replace this actually with a chandelier or something. I figured that would be true to the history of this place. That's huge. That's doing a lot right now. This one, yeah, this one's pretty straightforward. Not sure, but I put Edison bulbs. Well, not. I don't know if they're actually Edison bulbs, but it's this little bulb from the light pack, and it kind of reminds me of an Edison bulb. So I put that in the wedding, the barn, and I thought that looked pretty cool. I don't have like a super. This is kind of cool. Yeah, kind of gives it like a warm glow too. So maybe we'll do that in here, that dining room as well, and we'll get rid of the. Yeah, those are cute. I think. If anyone watches this and they disagree, please let me know, and happy to change it because I'm assuming quite a few of you probably have a better eye than I do. And then for the ceiling light, I'm gonna say the kitchen. They probably would have modernized lighting a little bit more, but maybe not like super saucer like LED style lights, like a more traditional. I said I don't want to use Batu, but that actually, oh, that's huge. Never mind. Let's do. Pretty cute. It's some of these packs I downloaded just because they had like a few items I wanted in the build mode. So I was at one point I was kind of creating like these like old destroy. I was taking some of the buildings and like just kind of like destroying them. Kind of make it kind of like a Last of Us style like cataclysmic event happen and the buildings have been abandoned for a couple decades. So the walls have collapsed. There's been a lot of overgrowth, but the vampire pack and the Strangerville pack, they have like these like well, Strangerville has like these like oozy puddles, which I thought made good like water stains on the floor, and the vampire pack had a lot more like cracks in the like wall crack as like wall decorations. So I downloaded those packs specifically for those. I haven't actually played through Strangerville or played through as a vampire, which I should probably do at some point. Maybe that's a good content idea. But for right now, like they had some pretty. It'll give me a little more versatility as far as build options go, especially because I was kind of I was on like a uh, destroy build kick for a bit there. Like I was gonna take the whole whatever that first world is. I forget. I'm blanking on the name at the moment. And I was going to just like destroy every building and kind of have like you play able to play through as kind of like a post apocalyptic world. And maybe I'll revisit that at some point. I actually had a lot of fun putting them together. It was basically a lot of debug plants that I was just like placing everywhere. But yeah, might actually go back and do that because I actually did enjoy that. All right, let's do this little main area right here. So I'm not. I just make this like another sitting area. So um, oh, that's a cute chair. No, maybe I'll put that chair in here. That there we go. Yeah, that's cute. So get the family sitting by the fire. You know, if someone wants to, they could easily pull up this chair off to the side. I don't know, but that brings me back to the point of I don't not also. Yeah, this is gonna go. You know, I'm gonna leave it as is. I will put this chair a blue version, bluish tealish version of this chair over here though. And since this is like not a lived in home, maybe it's kind of like more just to go along. I don't want to say a museum, but it's kind of like a historic farmhouse. Maybe I'll put like a little information desk over here. That way, if someone does come visit the house, maybe they get a little history on the house, and then yeah, I think that'd be a cool little touch. I don't want the dining table. I want the accent table version of the other one. We'll do country charm, or yeah, we'll do time of traditions. I did a bunch of country charm in the wedding thing. I don't want to. I don't want to duplicate all the furniture options. So maybe put a notebook, like a guest book. Yeah, put like a guest book right there. There was a menu board that I thought could maybe cool, kind of give a good place to maybe get some history. Actually, think that works out pretty well. Maybe I'll put a plant or something here as well. A little plant, nothing too crazy. Yeah, a little potted plant, kind of cute. So yeah, you walk in, you have your visitors can sign a guest book, maybe read a little bit about the place. Then they can take a tour of at least downstairs. It's all we've done so far. But we have our more historic looking kitchen, have our dining room, and our living room. Kind of give off these candle like yellowy glows, which I think is kind of cute. Um, yeah, I'm definitely gonna put a rug in here though. Definitely. They call it contemporary. I don't want anything that's like contemporary. And they have styles. They have like a farmhouse, Queen Anne, Princess Cordelia rug could work, and get like a bold color. Good. And maybe we'll put the safety area rug in front of the sofa. Um, Runners are interesting. Okay, I don't think I've ever actually used those. You know what? So I'm here. I keep hitting escape to draw on time, and I keep pulling up like the save option. But yeah, maybe we'll leave it at that. They say it's Victorian. Oh, it's a little. Maybe that's not so bad. All right, this can be our dining room rug. Put it in the right spot. Square rug. I'll leave square rug alone, but maybe I will. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't think you necessarily need a rug in the kitchen, but we do need to do the bathroom. So let's do bathroom. Oh, so I'll probably put some color down first. That either. I think for this bathroom, maybe we'll just do like the traditional, plain old, dingy looking, uh, sort of like a dingy looking plaster wall or just regular paint wall. But we will put a this will be a half bath. I don't necessarily know if half baths were a thing back then. So, but we have our traditional looking toilet. Oh, I said I flip, and that's flipping hardcore and then popping through back hardcore back. So maybe we'll make that a little smaller. Yeah, that works. All right, so have our sink, have our pedestal, sink. I'll put right there. I won't put a in, but I think that's fine. I do want to put window coverings in, so maybe for here, maybe I'll just do. I tend to use these cabin slats a lot, just kind of like a general. I think that could be good for a bathroom. I want something a little more traditional looking for the rest of the house. That kind of works, right? Maybe like a. That's kind of hoity-toity, but got the multiple. I don't know if I would have necessarily just do like a traditional like cream. Doing a lot of like cream colors in here, which I mean they're neutral colors, so it works out in that respect. But I'm not a huge fan of just plain old like colors like that. I did miss this window. Um, actually, my windows are all kind of. My windows are kind of all over the place, so maybe I'll break the windows up a little bit. I don't know. I think that looks okay. Yeah. All right, so we'll do that same. Maybe we'll do the more opulent windows for the front, and we'll do traditional like side window. Yeah, I think that works out pretty well. So that's our first floor. While we're here, the deck. Um, and we'll put a. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to put a. I think a bench out there makes the most sense, but we'll put like a bench over here, and then maybe we'll just put like flowers or something for the rest of the area, like a flower box or what's that? There's a like half barrel with flowers that typically looks kind of. Actually, hanging plants could be kind of well. If I can work. There we go. Put another one here. One's a little lower. Of course. Okay. Um, bring this one about the same height. The other one. Still, I feel like this one's sitting a lower. This one's also like. So, try this again. I'm not sure why they end up being different heights. Well, maybe that fixes it. No, this one's still staying a little higher. Guys again, because you would think that they would put them both. You think they just both end up kind of at the same height, right? Because it'd be an incremental. That's close. That's a little bit better. You're not going to tell unless you like look at it dead on and analyze it. But this one is still sitting a little higher than that one, which is a little annoying. But I think it's fine for now. I don't need to get off here shortly, and I don't want to spend the last several minutes just fussing around with a low hanging. But we'll put in planter boxes, maybe at least on the front windows. I think that could be kind of cute. And I might leave that alone for now. Oh, I do want to put a porch light in. Do a we'll put that like this side. That sticks out like a lot. I'm actually not a fan of that, so never mind. This one looks like it's a little. Oh, that's also. Yeah. Where's the? Let's try. Yeah, these all like stick out like crazy, but I know there's a couple like interior lights that like this one. I think this one. I think this one would actually look okay out here. So I'm gonna get rid of this and put this one like right there. And okay, so we have our house. We haven't done anything with the upstairs, at least not yet, but we have a pretty good, very nicely decorated downstairs, I think. Oh, I do want to put another. I have like a single one, the double. I'll put it above the. I'll stay over here. There we go. Get rid of that. All right, so we have a. Oh, you know what? I didn't put any pictures in here. I only have a few minutes left before I sign off, but we'll try to at least let's try to at least finish the ground floor. There's some historic looking portraits that I thought could be at least paintings. Dude, can you put a fireplace? They're huge. The size is going down a little bit. I'll put this painting on this wall and put this one in the dining room. Again, size it down a bit. It's kind of obnoxious otherwise, but I think I might do antique posters or something like back here. And Roman architectural study. I'll put both the Roman architectural studies in here. We can pretend those are kind of like layouts for like the original house or something. Do I want to put? I don't know if I necessarily need anything here. I do want to put some stuff on these walls though. So find those older portraits. So we'll put that lady in here. And nothing too crazy. Maybe put another one of those portraits over on this wall. I think this. Oh, that guy just looks. That never. Don't mind. Mind this lady. So, and they have like a old, like an old timey style or anything. Let's see what we got. All this debug stuff. I don't think they're gonna make a wall. That's why I need wall decoration. That could be cool. Yeah. Okay. So I now think that I think we're pretty much done with the downstairs. And it's a spare because I do need to get to work now. I might before that. This might be doing too much with the lights at this point, but maybe having a few lights over there, worst thing ever. Okay, now I am done. I'll log off for now. Probably be back on around like 11:30 or so on my lunch break, and maybe we. Oh, I didn't put a. I keep jumping around everywhere, so I apologize for that. But I did not put in a bathroom light, and I think a bathroom light probably not the worst idea. So we will put in dollop of light. Put it here. Oh, and I didn't put paper. You're gonna have a bathroom, you should at least have some toilet paper. Although this is a have some toilet paper. Then since this is technically a public restroom, there is a paper towel dispenser that I put over by the sink. And we'll put a trash can. It's like a trash can. Okay, so I think this is a good stopping off point. So we have most of our downstairs of our farmhouse done. We'll try to tackle the upstairs a little bit later, but I hope you all have a great day. And thank you. Bye.